Congratulations and welcome to this amazing platform. Thank you for saying yes to more information regarding my network marketing business. My name is Zanele Ndlovu. I am a working mom and wife, a diagnostic radiographer and a mammographer. That is my profession. That is the industry that I'm currently working in. It has been for the past 16 years. I am a foster parent and a personal development and business coach. I am a self-made personal development coach. And by design of making a decision to change my life, I am now a very well equipped business coach. I am also a speaker and a preacher. You being here and watching this tells me you are looking for options in your life. It tells me you are ready to build something different and be uncomfortable to follow the dreams and the life that you want. And you are definitely in the right setup. I am in a network marketing business called Forever Living. It has been in existence for 48 years at this point, and in South Africa, or the SADC region, which is Southern Africa, it is in existence for 30 years. This shows you and tells you that you are in an industry or you are getting into an industry that is able to change your life and has been doing this for more than 3 decades. And we are continuing to go strong. It is a company that is founded by Rex Mon, who is an American person who unfortunately is currently late, but the business continues to succeed. This shows you that it is a business that is not reliant on the CEO or the owner of it, but can continue to thrive and succeed on its own. It was founded in 78. And what is nice about this amazing business is that forever it is a business that owns its own plantation. We plant and harvest aloe vera plants. That is in our own as a company. I call myself that because I'm a shareholder now in the business. So in our company, we own the aloe fields, the plantation. So you are guaranteed that you are in a business that knows its things. The plantations are in the United States, at the Dominican Republic, and Texas, and this is where currently production is taking place. But the business continues to operate in over 160 countries, meaning you can do business in all of these 160 countries without needing to go through the taxes, without going through the customs. Everything is already done and designed for you, and you've made a right decision to want to know more about this amazing business. But before I get into even more about my business, I would love to take you a little bit on a bit of a self-introspection journey because everything starts with you before you can become successful. Personally, for me, just to give you a little bit of my background or some of the philosophies of life, there are very few things in life that I fear, like literally very few things. However, my biggest fear is failing myself and by never putting effort in trying to do my best in anything that I do. One of the things I always equip myself to do is to do my best. Just do your best, Zanele, and God will do the rest. So in every venture that I'm in any venture that I am willing to go into, I am there to put 110% of my time, 110% of my skill, and willing to learn more skills in becoming a better version of myself. And that is truly what I have been able to do through this amazing business. And I hope that you are here because you want to change the story of your life. Now, I currently do not know where your life is. I don't know the story or the background, but because you've made contact with me and you are watching this video, it is because you want your life to turn around. For me personally, I wanted to have a drama-free life. I was literally very young when I had my first child, and at that time, I already knew my baby daddy is not the kind of person I want to be, seen or I want to spend the rest of my life with for different reasons, obviously because there's some things that I had ambitions about in life. There's a type of version of myself I've always wanted to be, and I just felt like we do not click. However, after having my first child with him, I realized that you know what, I cannot have baby mama drama problems or baby daddy drama. Responsibility cannot be forced, and that is why I took it upon myself to make sure that never do I have to go after someone, fighting them just to take care of their responsibilities. I am 100% a total parent to my child. And I don't want to feel that my child is getting 50% from me. I've dedicated my life to making sure that my child doesn't feel like just being having one parent is a sin or it's wrong. he still gets to get the best. So I made sure that I started hustling it right at that very moment to be able to make extra income to support my salary. I was already a graduate at that time. I was already working, but my salary was already showing me that because of this new life and this person in me in my life, I need to put in extra effort to be able to give them the comfort life that they did. Years later, I met an amazing man who supports me, who continues to fight and be with me. And I have such an amazing blended family. And again, I don't want drama in my family. I don't want drama in my life. So we continue to look after our children. My eldest son does have his father fully active in his life, make no mistake, but I am just not the person who goes after drama. I am such a peaceful person because I believe that peace gives also health. And that is why I keep working so hard in my business to make sure that I maintain the peace. Whenever my son asks for something from me, I don't want to call the next parent. I want to be able to be there and do it for them. What I also love also being in network marketing is the personal development that comes with network marketing. I get to pour into myself from spiritual books to self-improvement books. I get to become the version of myself that I want to be. Remember, if you want or if you have a dream of R1 million in your account, you're going to have a mindset of R1 million as well. And that comes from equipping yourself. So that is why I take my business absolutely, absolutely serious. It has also given me such confidence when it comes to my coaching business, when it comes to ministry, when it comes to helping someone else and speaking about the business. I get to stand in front of a lot of people every month to share the business opportunity, to share my journey, to share my growth with them. And I've learned that through the coaching system that comes with being in this business. I divorce negativity. I do not spend time with anything that does not grow me, with anything that or anyone who does not add value into my life. I'm very specific with my circle. I'm very specific with the people that I want connecting with me. I'm looking for like-minded people, and I believe you being here right now tells me you are the type of person I want to connect with because you are here. You have a mindset of wanting your life to be different. You have a mindset of not being a problematic person in anyone else's life, but you want to make sure that you are building the life and dream that you want. You don't have to be a young person to start looking into your dreams. You don't have to be an old person to feel like your dreams are no longer valid. You are in the right platform where at any age and any time where you put in the effort, God will bless those work. So I choose my circle very closely, and you being here, I thank you. Actually, I congratulate you for being here because you've chosen to be part of a circle that is always looking to develop and grow others. So you are in the right platform. I also take risk. I took a risk when I joined this network marketing business called Forever. I took a risk not knowing what was going to happen, where I was going to get customers, who was I going to sell the products to. But because I was tired of being stuck, I was tired of not being able to do the things I've always wanted to do as a professional. There are things I couldn't qualify for, like a car. Later on, in years later, I started having a lot of problems, debt. I've lost machines before, and then I struggled to get a new machine, a new car. So then, with that struggle, then I realized I need to start working again on myself and building extra income. And when I joined Forever, 11 months after joining the business, then I started looking for a car. I was now being able to afford a car by me making profit and me helping people join and be part of the business. So that really just did help me to be able to see that there is income in this business and I can afford the life that I want to afford. So that's why I then decided, you know what? Let me get myself a car and celebrate my journey, my risk, me taking risk into this new venture made me get to actually tick the goal of having my car and also traveling. I started traveling. I paid for my travels. I'm able to even pay for my business partners to travel with me. So again, this comes from the decision I made to start the Forever Living business, which was 2.5 years ago. I will be turning 3 years in Forever in November. So I'm truly grateful, and I hope that you also will see yourself 3 years time in this business and you'll be looking at the things that you would have ticked since joining the Forever business, because I am going to be able to help you to change your life and start achieving those goals. I don't know what it is that you want to achieve. What do you want to achieve in this business? Maybe you want to pay off your credit cards. Maybe you want to save towards a bond. Maybe you want to just be able to put enough petrol to take you to work on a month-to-month basis. You are tired of having to borrow money. You are tired of having to ask people for favors. You just want to have your own things. You want to start saving. You want to have your children be able to carry money on to school. All that you want to do is based on what you decide. So you have to make a decision. What is it that you want to achieve? Why are you here? Why did you connect with me and ask about Forever Living? Why are you interested in joining the Forever Living business? What is it that you want to achieve so that when you start the business, I'm able to help you to get to the goals that you want? I need to know what it is that you want to address so that I can equip you on how to get that sorted out. What do you want to achieve will happen when you decide when you want to achieve it. What is your 5-year plan? What are you looking forward to in the next 5 years? Do you even know what you want? Is your goal set on a time frame? If that is the case, I'm really congratulating you once again for being here because you are in the right vehicle that will take you into that plan. For me, honestly speaking, my 5-year plan in joining Forever had to do with me getting the car, but also saving for my children's university fees. My firstborn will be going to university in the next 3 years. So I gave myself a 5-year period in joining the Forever Living business to say I need to save money so that when my son goes to university, there's no NEFSAs that he's going to qualify for. He does not qualify for an NEFSAS because of my profession, obviously. So that means I'm going to be the one who pays for his school fees. And that is why Forever has to be that blesser for me to be able to afford my child. And that is in the 5-year. Remember, I said I'll be 3 years in this business. So now I need 2 more years to build a business so that I can be able to get my son ready for university. What about you? When do you want to achieve what you want to achieve? How long do you need to pay off the loan shark? How long do you need to pay off that machiniza? How long do you need to save for that bond? It is all up to you. But more than knowing what you want to achieve and when you want to achieve is not enough until you know when are you going to start working on those goals. When are you going to start working on that achievement? Because that is what's going to determine if you are going to make it within that 5 years. Otherwise, it's nothing but a wish, and you are wishing upon the stars. And what does the Bible say? God says He is the one who has given us power to create wealth. So you have to get to work to create the wealth that He is giving you the ability to create. Delaying your start will delay your achievement. Now, I'm going to be very straightforward into what or how you can join the Forever Living business because basically that's what you want to know so that you can get to achieve all this in your 5-year plan. How do you start the business? And it's simple, actually. Every business needs you to invest into it. If you're not investing into your business, into starting, if there's no capital in your business, then you're really just making things happen without really a guarantee of what investment you have put in there. With Forever, the investment starts with as little as 1,650. You've got different options that you want to start with. You decide how much input you want to put in. You decide how much effort you want to put in. You decide how much hungry you are in order for you to build the life that you want. 1,650 gets you a 5% product stock discount, meaning you're only making a 5% profit. It's not enough for you to build a million-rand house, but it is enough to get you started towards that million-rand house. You are going to be given 2 months for you to rise up to the next level and be promoted to the next level of business. Promotion is very important in network marketing because that comes with money. The more levels you are moving up, the more money you get to make. So for you to be able to make more money, you are going to have to jump to a level called assistant supervisor. So if you've started with the minimum stock, that is the smallest package you will get. If you started with that stock, you are going to need 2 consecutive months of buying stock for you to get to the assistant supervisor level. If you want to go straight to assistant supervisor level, that is also possible, and that is the best decision you can also do to running your business or starting your business. You will get a 30% product discount stock. That means a 30% profit for you when you buy or when you sell your products rather. You are then going to be called an assistant supervisor by level in the business. You are going to receive pre-packed stock. That is 25 products in a box for you. That's our top selling products that you are going to get at 7,400 400. However, if you don't want the prepaid stock, but you want the level of assistant supervisor, you want to get the benefits of being an assistant supervisor, which includes you being able to recruit and getting paid for recruiting someone into your business. That means you are going to want to decide the products that you want to, we're going to spend product or value of 10,000 rand. So that's how much money you're going to spend in buying stock that you are specific on what stock you want. So the benefits of you becoming an assistant supervisor, whether you are buying the 7,000 rand stocks or you are buying the 10,000 rand stock, is that you get to recruit and get paid for recruitment. You are able to start building a team and get paid for your team performance, and you start now building up towards your business moving up the ladder. What is also amazing is that in our business we get pay slip. So that is the pay slip you will be able to get to qualify for when you are an assistant supervisor. That is the minimum level you start with. You will be able to qualify for a pay slip when you do the target. What I love also in our business is that you will get training to understand how to reach your targets, how to sell the products, and how to become the leader or the coach that will help other people rise as well. So which level do you want to start with? Make sure that you come back to me as we have connected with me on social media, on WhatsApp, on Instagram. You've received this video because you said to me you want to know how Forever works and how you can join the business. Please come back to me and tell me how much stock do you want to start with and when do you want to start. I will definitely be able to help you get started. Now, before we close, there's one thing I want for you to understand and to learn when you come into the Forever business is that do not be afraid of growing slowly. In business, in this amazing business, we are not rushing anywhere. We are here to build legacies, and legacies are not built overnight. Do not be afraid to grow slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. When you stay in the same place for a long time, you literally do not get to see the better version of yourself, and you start to die slowly. We cannot become what we need to become by remaining what we are. There are so many aspects of this business that I would love to share with you, but for now, I'm going to leave it right into the session because I want to hear back from you that you are serious and you are ready to get started in the business, and I'll be able to share more info with how you get to become the best version of yourself through the Forever Living business. Now, right now, I want to know from you, what option are you ready to start the business with? See you back on my socials.